Welcome to Battle Lines Journal. In order not to miss the videos prepared by our team, including the latest news and special reports on the war in Israel, you can subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and click the Super Thanks button below. The Middle East continues to witness a major war in the first part of 2024. Israel, one of the parties to the war, is fighting on a broad front to protect its borders and prevent the emergence of a threatening order in the region. The fronts of this comprehensive war include strategic areas such as the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, southern Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and Yemen. In the Gaza Strip, the IDF is conducting two-way military operations, while in southern Lebanon, one of the most important war fronts, the IDF is trying to protect the northern Israeli borderline against Hezbollah. In recent days, border tensions between the two countries have increased considerably due to Hezbollah's unlawful attacks. This is because Hezbollah is trying to show its support for Hamas by launching airstrikes in northern Israel. Most recently, Hezbollah launched 40 rocket attacks in the region. Fortunately, Hezbollah's rocket attacks did not cause major damage, as the northern Israeli settlements were recently cleared of civilian population and people were evacuated to other areas. In contrast, IDF military units targeted the Lebanese capital Beirut after a long hiatus and eliminated Saleh al-Aruri, a key Hamas operative. This attack severely damaged the support link between Hezbollah and Hamas. However, the IDF did not limit its operations and continued to strike Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. Most recently, the Israeli Air Force launched a massive drone strike operation against Hezbollah's most important sources in southern Lebanon. Among the locations targeted in this airstrike was the South Lebanese settlement of Khirbet Selm. Here, IDF armed drones destroyed the car of one of Hezbollah's most important and key figures. The man in the car turned out to be General al-Tawil, one of Hezbollah's top field commanders. Hezbollah in Lebanon received shock after shock when al-Tawil was also eliminated by the IDF force. The IDF claimed to have killed Wissam al-Tawil, known as Jawad, the commander of the key Radwan operations in southern Lebanon, either in an airstrike or with a roadside bomb in Khirbet Selm, Lebanon. Another unidentified person was killed in the attack about 10 kilometers from the Israeli-Lebanese border, possibly also a member of Hezbollah. It was unclear whether Jawad, a prominent figure within Hezbollah, was killed during the ongoing fighting between the IDF and Hezbollah, or whether he was specifically targeted. Just 6 days after the assassination of the senior Hamas commander in Beirut, the Israeli military carried out a second key assassination operation. Hezbollah General Wissam al-Tawil, the most senior member of Hezbollah, killed in the Israeli attack. Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz confirmed that Israel was behind the assassination of Radwan Force Commander Wissam al-Tawil, although Jerusalem has not officially claimed responsibility for the assassination. "We have taken responsibility for the assassination of the Radwan Force Commander in connection with the attack in South Lebanon," the foreign minister said. "This is part of the war. We are targeting Hezbollah operatives, their infrastructure, and the systems they have built to deter Israel." The foreign minister said, "We are paying a price. There is a war here. We are operating under a defined framework. We are paying a price. There is a war here. We are operating under a defined framework. We have not decided to intercept 150,000 missiles at this time. We have set the goal of restoring the security of the residents in the region," he said. "Restoring the security of the residents of the north, the south, and the state of Israel." Al-Tawil was a senior Hezbollah official killed in an attack attributed to Israel by international media. He was recently appointed commander of the Radwan Force, an elite unit of the Lebanese terrorist organization. Al-Tawil was responsible for the ambush on Mount Dov on October 7, 2000, in which IDF combat engineers Adi Avitan, Benjamin Avraham, and Omar Sawayed were killed, kidnapped by Hezbollah, and their bodies returned to Israel in a prisoner exchange. Al-Tawil was also behind the murder and kidnapping of soldiers Ehud Goldwasser and Eldad Ragev in July 2006, which led Israel into the Second Lebanon War. It was also responsible for the attack in Megiddo in March 2023, when a Lebanese terrorist infiltrated Israel and planted an explosive device that seriously injured an Israeli driver. The chaos and turmoil in the country has increased significantly with the latest attack, but Israel's attacks against Hezbollah in Lebanon are not limited to this latest example. As Hezbollah was shaken by this Israeli assassination attack, hot news continued to come from the region. The IDF announced that it carried out different airstrikes on other Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. The IDF announced that Israeli army soldiers struck a Hezbollah cell detected near the southern Lebanese town of Mervahin, and that fighter jets destroyed several buildings used by Hezbollah in Labuneh, Majdal Zun, and Bint Jabil. Secondary explosions were observed in some of the destroyed buildings. This indicated that the buildings were being used as weapons depots, and that it's likely that the second explosion was caused by military ammunition in the building. The IDF also announced that its air defense forces intercepted an enemy air target that entered Israeli airspace from Lebanon, near the northern community of Even Menachem. On the other hand, Hezbollah announced that it carried out counterattack activities against northern Israel around the same time as the recent attacks by IDF military units. Fortunately, there have been no civilian casualties in these recent Hezbollah attacks. However, the IDF acknowledged that Hezbollah's latest missile attack damaged the air traffic control base on Mount Meron. Footage released of the attack showed Hezbollah firing rockets and anti-tank missiles at the base, located about 8 kilometers from the Lebanese border, which hit 2 radar domes. The IDF did not provide details about the damage to the base. However, according to the Hezbollah video, the radar domes were hit. Nevertheless, the IDF announced that the air defense system in the area continues to operate as backup systems are in place. The IDF added that Hezbollah attacks are being investigated in order to prevent similar attacks against the sensitive base. The recent spate of mutual attacks in the region has prompted Israel to make new efforts to make the northern borderlines a more secure environment. As part of these security efforts, the IDF Air Force has revived its massive radar blimps, which are prepared to patrol the Israel-Lebanon border amid heightened tensions. Tal Shamayim, or Skydev, the largest high-altitude surveillance balloons of their kind, have begun active missions. Developed by the U.S. Missile Defense Agency, this airship deployment is a joint project of the U.S. and Israel. The Israeli Air Force officially received the blimps in 2022 as part of this project. It is claimed that additional airships are currently flying in the region. These blimps, which feature advanced radar and a high-availability aerostat system, are strategically designed to hover at high altitudes, providing Israel with detection and early warning capabilities. IDF military officials are excited and hopeful about the new system project. According to Israel Air Force Commander Major General Norkin, the new system will be a significant addition to the existing air control capabilities and will enhance the IAF's ability to defend Israel's skies. In addition, this new addition to the IDF's defense arsenal will help detect incoming long-range missiles, cruise missiles, and drones. In short, Israel has to be constantly vigilant in 2 different regions against underground threats from both Hezbollah and Hamas. And with new military developments, Israel must be well equipped for air defense, especially in southern Lebanon. This is because the threats are growing day by day, and the region is facing different dynamics. In this process, Israel must ensure that it has all the capabilities to be on the side that gains the advantage and the power that ends the clashes in the region. Thank you for watching us. In order not to miss the videos prepared by our team, including the latest developments and special reports on the war in Israel, you can subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and click the